Among the stocks that have proved to be winners in 2020 are the Fang stocks. That's Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google. During the coronavirus pandemic, they benefited from strong demand for e commerce services during the lockdowns. So, how will the Fang stocks do in 2021? Is it time for a rotation? Well, let's take a look. There are many factors that can drive FANG stocks and other tech shares in 2021. This includes developments in gaming, cybersecurity, 5G, edge computing, and data analytics. CNBC's Mad Money host Jim Cramer says the FANG stocks are among the most reliable for investment. Kenny Polcari, the managing partner at Case Capital Advisors, also believes that FANG stocks will perform smoothly. Since the vaccine news, investors are looking toward normalcy. But the vaccines seem to have taken a toll on the FANG stocks, and they've clearly underperformed recently. To some investors, it looks like FANG stocks may have peaked. Billionaire bond king Jeff Gundlach says FANG stocks are losing steam while the economy is living off government rescues. So now let's take a look at some of the FANG stocks. But as a spoiler alert, my opinion is that many of the FANG stocks have exhausted most of their upward move, and I think there's going to be a rotation. But while we look at these stocks, keep in mind this is only my opinion. It's very possible that these stocks will keep going, particularly with another round of government assistance. However, the way I look at it is the upside potential is looking limited. I'm going to be moving my assets to where I believe there is more upside, but that's another video. So let's take a quick look at Apple, Amazon, and Netflix. And we're taking a look at the 20-year monthly chart on Apple, and the symbol is AAPL. And for disclosure purposes, I do not hold any shares of Apple, Amazon, or Netflix. Going back here to 2009, all the way up through to the current level, that's a very nice chart, one of the best that's out there. The problem that I see, though, is this previous high. Many stocks have been able to exceed their previous high, but we haven't been able to do that with Apple. We're still here. Moving on down into the volume, you don't see much there. And here into the MAC, there's a nice separation between the fast line and the slow line. Fast line is way up here at 18.363. And you go back in the past 20 years, but you can go back even further, you won't see any measure this high. So we are extremely high, extremely elevated, and stock market gravity can take hold here. Now, moving down here into the histogram, you can see perhaps a little bit of that happening. We have that top there, but the histogram is starting to decline. Yes, we have a long way to go, but if you do drop down that far, the price is going to come with you. Into the price rate of change, also same thing. That top there, we haven't exceeded it by this move here. Things are slowing down. You see that slow down also in the RSI. Nice little topping process, in my humble opinion. Same thing with stochastics. So far, nice little topping process. Go back and look. You can see several others. Now, moving down here into the Williams, one more time. Topping process, in my humble opinion. Back up here to the price chart. I don't think the price chart says it all, but to me it says enough. We've not been able to reach that previous peak. We're going to need a lot of government money dumped into the market for Apple to exceed its previous high. All right, let's move to Amazon. And now Amazon, the symbol AMZN, 20-year monthly chart. There's many similarities between Amazon and Apple, especially since 2009. We have come up through this parabolic move. Extremely nice. Now, the difference between Apple and Amazon is Amazon has a lot of congestion here in this upper area, and that's also another sign of a topping process. Again, we have that previous top there, where here we haven't been able to exceed it. Moving down into volume, much the same. The MAC looks a little bit different. But as you can see here, it's starting to have that topping process, and we move here into the histogram and you can see that better. Again, the top there, and we've declined for say 3 or 4 months now. Same thing here, price rate of change, the previous top and the current level. It looks to me that things are losing steam. Relative strength index is a little bit worse for Amazon, that top there, and definitely a decline there. Same thing into the stochastics as well as the Williams. Back up here to the price chart. To me, once again, a topping process. Doesn't mean sell, but it means that the upside perhaps is limited. Let's go to the last stock, Netflix. And our last chart here, Netflix, and the symbol is NFLX. And back here from 2010, you can see the very nice parabolic move on up. And there's a lot of similarities between Netflix and Amazon and Apple. Some congestion up here, to me, topping process. But being that we've already gone through a couple of stocks, you don't really need me to say things all over again. I'll just move through these and you can kind of see what's happening. You probably can do this as well as I can. It's relatively simple. Moving on down there. Now, this price rate of change, we do have a new high here, so perhaps the oscillators are mixed, at least with regard to that one. However, the rest of these, there's a lot of similarities between certainly Netflix and Amazon. Down into the Williams. Nice topping process. Move back up here to the price chart. And in my humble opinion, I think we're beginning a rotation. I think some growth stocks have a limited upside. I'm going to be switching out into commodities and cyclicals to find better returns. And for today, that's ChewDog Charts. Thank you.